Welcome to the continuation of Giac, Hill Orc Fighter of currently Leave It Alone. Last time there were no red zone errors. I hope to continue that trend, although last time wasn't particularly challenging. And I'll try to remember to use TextMine to start thinking carefully whenever there's a yellow zone situation, which can potentially develop into a red zone threat. View my character screen. I have chunks. Before opening these doors, I'll check the open areas. I'd like to engage the white, this choke point, in case there are plural whites. +3 spear. Is a reason to train a bit of pole arms. Normally there's no reason to use pole arms, but occasionally it is the only thing that will do. I figured there would be a white pack around that corner, so I'll use the RN Plus rapier to minimize draining. +2 longsword is not interesting. I doubt the +3 hand axe is better than the +0 war axe given 24 strength. Might be worth branding though. going to keep exploring here because the branching permits me to be flanked. So it's time to switch stairs. I prefer to delay that stair. This one's fine. Venom is an effective counter to Crimson Imp Regen. Wearing chainmail. Equip the MR Plus weapon. Another in chainmail. I suppose I can use the flail while he ticks out instead of retreating, since my HP is full and I don't need to back up for regen. There's Link Up. Shadow Imp. Two-thirds of the map clear. Prefer to clear the upper left, but there's no good path to it. So, looks like I'm going to trip the alarm. Gurgling. I have RF from the hat, so this is fine. Sync as possible. So go for elect. Got the proc. And now just rapier. Hold the choke point. Here's a Centaur warrior. We'll use the sling with bullets. More Centaurs. Stepping forward here is worthwhile, I think. Great. All those monsters could have potentially posed a problem, but they were no challenge when faced at the choke point, thanks to the alarm trap. And I expect that's the level cleared. There's Orc. Jelly. some advanced spells. Back up from this Wraith since it can slow. Electrocution, I think. No problem. When taking on a column of monsters in a choke point, Ellie's quite strong, of course, and one can, while facing a weaker monster, apply lesser healing to recover some of the chip damage, extend one's endurance safely. This loot is minor except for I might possibly find a use for the +3 hand axe. So I can postpone collection. Since I have 6 remove curses, there's no harm in testing my assertion that the War Axe outperforms the +3 hand axe. Versus a Giac. So it was quite close, but I am correct. I believe the problem would only get worse with higher AC. It's due to the max damage on the War Axe is 31 versus max damage on the Hand Axe is 21. So the Hand Axe is reliably doing smaller damage. But the difference in accuracy is only 5%, so really one wants the higher max damage to pierce AC. But it can still be good for with the appropriate brand. I might as well put on this Ring of Magical Power as well. Drop something. What do I have to drop? Remove curse, ironically. Brilliance. Ambrosia is superfluous with Ellie. And Fear, I think. It's only one stack. Don't need that either. Okay, inventory is done. Need to replace my ring. Looks good. Ready to advance. The next step is Orc, I think, which will be safe thanks to the ability to convert to BO, so it's safer than Dungeon. This entrance is far from ideal, but I have translocation options. Giac does. I want to maximize the resistances when Giac descends. And I can also consider pre-buffing here. But I don't know which buff to take, so I think I'll descend first and then evaluate. Okay, there's an Orc Knight. I might be able to shaft him, but it's unlikely. The problem with this stair is that I can't Venom Kite the Knight. So, I think Might is appropriate. Well, no, I can Berserk. That'll cost food, but I have plenty. The point is, I need to clear everything out here. So I need to outdamage the rush, which argues for might. Agi is scarcer, and it's a valuable defensive escape option. Haste is valuable long-term. Might declines in value over time. So I think I take Might here to start. As far as this Orc Knight goes, I could enslave him. He's got a war axe. He's a good candidate for it. He's wearing plate. Low EV, lowest MR. Or I could start poisoning him. I think I'll poison him for now. Now there's an orc warrior in view, and if the orc warrior gets mited, that's more of a problem. So I want to enslave at this point. Okay, now I have 11 charges of enslave. Great. I wonder if he'll get shafted. I suppose I need to advance. That will also pull. This is working well so far. Really means I don't need to fear these orc wizard hexes landing. Venom dagger there. Yeah, this is working out fine. The might and the enslavement. Are enough to now I want to retreat because I don't want to pull while fighting the orc knight. Going upstairs is not very helpful. Helps a little bit though. Prevents additional pulls. You can use the elect dagger. Finish with the scimitar. Good. Dealt with the knight without letting him mite anything. And that's the entrance rush defeated very economically for 2 charges of enslavement and 2 out of 12 and 1 out of 3 might potions. Oops, marked. ascend and wait it off and see what shows up. Nothing. Good. I have 2 scrolls of magic mapping, but no digging, so my only option to continue is to descend, which would be another single entrance. Likely an expensive endeavor if I don't just get stuffed outright. And I think before challenging Orc 2, it behooves me to, particularly from a single stair, it behooves me to continue dungeon. There's no loot worth taking here for myself, for Giac, or for his followers. Even a dagger is appealing. Yeah, this is definitely easier going than the Orc entrance. Of course, I could get shafted, which is why Orc is more appealing. Or at least Orc 1 was more appealing. Train polearms a bit more. These aren't injured, and I am, so it's net regen advantage to reposition. They're going to plow through this choke point. I can start the venom kite. D13 is breached. Triple visited. Looks like link up is easy or not. Immolation is tempting. necessary. I'm near to the stairs. A lot of priests on screen, so I'll back off. This guy is heavily armored. Chainmail. Sling bullets will work. Straggler priest. Suppose I could reduce his damage output further with the rapier, but it's not important. All it takes is a bit of patience and initial willingness to do a fighting withdrawal, and then the dangerous concentration of enemy monsters disperses and can be easily defeated in detail, countering the vault, which the designers intended for a quick overwhelm. don't mind pulling the whole pack at this point. Venom kiting for the win. My blowgun isn't even enchanted. Just getting the standard cross-training from throwing in slings trained to secondary, and it's a formidable ranged option nonetheless. It's crazy not to take advantage. Not crazy, just ignorant or lazy. Wyvern. Just let it catch up. Go with it then. Because I expect to take damage when fighting one. So the priority is to face it alone. Okay. I assume he's approaching, so I will just pull range until he has to show his face. As sick as possible. No problem. I'm somewhat uncomfortable with the branching. Creates the potential for flanks. Oh, here we go. There's that shaft. But I could also have been trapped on Orc 2. Where I am now is not really a problem at all. May as well spend the magic mapping. I've been shafted to D14. It's not a trivial situation. Well, now I know there's a B vault. What? This is a bug. If I wasn't carrying teleport, then this would be lethal. So, I should note this as a bug. So I'll read teleport when I've got an identify scroll. I'm not sure. I think it might be possible to burn down trees with some heavy-duty fire spells, but certainly not with my flame wand. And I guess I could read immolation and then kill myself to blow a hole, maybe. But or if I'd had foresight, I could have maybe read immolation on those bees and see if that opened trees. But other than that, oh, and I could dig out here and here. So there are a few ways to get out of this, but if one doesn't have such a method, it's lethal. Teleport, and I'll maximize my resistances. Okay. Oh, and of course I don't even get to reposition. Interesting. Well, I could blink. And then instead of being surrounded by 4 tiles, I could be surrounded by 2. It's probably a good use of a blink. I've got 6, so going all out here. Next step is lignification. Or I could teleport again, but I don't mind this so far. Now I can start playing Ellie games. I'm gonna heal other bee in the middle of his companions. And he should start fighting the other bees. While that's happening, I wonder if I should go with Divine Vigor right now. I think so. This is a yellow zone situation, and I have plenty of resources, so the priority is to prevent it from developing into a red zone. So Divine Vigor is just going to maximize my endurance in this redoubt. Let's go for it. And that'll increase my available Ellie abilities. That poisoned. Okay, both of those are poisoned, so right now I'll start another bee fighting his friends with heal other. They're dying really fast. Not doing much friendly fire damage. Maybe I should be heal othering like there instead. I'm sure it's a good use of piety of it. But it is an effective use of firepower. With regen, I seem to be fine. Take care of this worker ant first, soldier ant. I don't like that hungry ghost. Better eat before he gets to me. Oh, I have chunks. Okay, how do I take care of this hungry ghost expediently? His MR is nothing special. It can disintegrate. but I have chunks, so it's not desperate. I can boost my AC with the flail. I think the rapier. Running out of lig. Okay, now I don't want the hungry ghost to hit me again, so I'll try to finish him with disintegration. There we go. Back to poisoning these bees. Definitely time for another lig. Training looks fine still. Want to deplete the bees to the northwest first. So I think I can clear that tile. Well, probably I can actually. This thing hits for 8. And it's fast. Versus these are very fast. They hit for 10 with poison, so it's better to leave him there. Continue warrior. Here's a multi-hitter. So probably the flail is a good idea. Nothing's happening. Try the dagger. Now I can go back to the flail. And just focus on the zombie who's easier to hit. Reapply poison to the Tengu. Probably just messing around there. I should have used the axe. Anyway, I think Divine Vigor was a good investment for that lengthy battle. Made sure that my MP was up to the job and gave me a huge safety cushion. It's something one needs to do early if one is going to do it, so I think that situation warranted it. I still have 6 pips of piety, so it's not like it even mattered. I mean, it did decrease my piety, of course, but... So now the question is, which upstairs do I want to take? Not the hatch. It's like the safest way is to just get into this hall here. Proceed along the edge. Fortunately, I've got Ellie, so recovering HP is an easy matter with lesser healing. Tengu Conjurer. If he Mephitic clouds me, it could be a problem. I can probably heal other him easily. Yeah, 79%. His EV is amazing. Good target for disintegration. There's the friendly Cyclops. Whoops. Didn't mean to do that. I need to stand here. Okay, let's stack these guys up. Barrage of energy. He's got Mephitic. That's a concern. I don't have our poison. He just poisoned me. Okay to engage here. Poisoned again. No big deal. There's the... Nope. It's poisoned again. When I close in, I don't think he's going to Mephitic me here. That was annoying. Might be worth a Purify. Well, I think I'm fine. Purify is actually fairly expensive. He's dead. Now it's just the slow Cyclops, who still has some large rocks. But he just ran out. So here I can just lesser healing a bit to get comfortable. Only costs 1 piety to use it twice. So, and I just, well, I want to make sure I'm not trapped in here with him, and then just kite him. B. No problem. Yet another bee. It's the floor of infinite bees. The Wicker Man floor. The hive. Okay, I can just chill here for a bit. Rakshasa, of course, why not? There's not too much you can do for me here. To me here. Pacification chance is low. It's our poise. I'm just going to let him close in. Resistant poison, but not elect. So I'll try that. Okay, that's an issue. His weakness is AC. I'll use Follow Floods on him. It's super noisy. I don't think the Engulf... No, Silence doesn't work on him. I don't know if he needs to breathe either. But I can use my spear here. Got him. Great. And I'm just gonna hang out here. Try to regen. Looks like I'm gonna succeed. Great. Oh, I've got an invis monster. Okay. It's trapped. So how do I want to deal with that? Probably the dagger will work. I don't think ugly unseen horrors are our boys. Yeah, there it goes. They just have a lot of... Oh, it's a shapeshifter. Could have been anything then. An invisible shapeshifter. Maybe it just took the form of an unseen horror rather than quaffing invis. I didn't see anything quaff invis, so... Bolt guard. The halberd. And plate. Just step to him. And another one. Wyvern simulacrum. So I want to clear my west flank. Or I could just use the axe, actually. I'll do that. Oh, I'm doing no damage, so yeah, I'll clear the west flank. There we go. Get rid of this one as well. I'm wearing RC, so that's fine. I'm going to put on the protection from magic. Centaur Warrior is probably easier to kill than the Orc Wizard invis. I'll deal with the Orc Wizard. And the Wyvern Zombie. So yeah, choke points, crystal plate, Ellie. Very strong combo. Strong resistance to shafting. You can just bunker up. Let the whole floor come. Resting is superfluous, so I also have regen, so. But if I didn't, I could be just doing lesser healing during these little breaks, and it would be the same. Of course, large shield as well. Takes a while to list all the advantages. Giac has accumulated. This is clearly the vault's entrance. Howler Monkey would hardly make a difference at this point. I think everything has been pulled. I'll check this so I don't get flanked. There's a flanker. I'd rather have RC than our magic. Or no, that's wrong. I should have protection from magic and corrosion. Killer bee again. So back up. Howler Monkey. This is an unknown stair, and close by is a known stair, so... Well, I guess I can check. See how it is. More bees. Not the bees. Why didn't you follow? Yeah, I'm not going back up there again. I might get more bees than I bargained for. It's not a follow because one of his friends swapped with him. Okay, Hydra. Venom Dagger. Cyclops. Yet more bees. Bees are an excellent reason to train blowgun. Looks like I've escaped. Yes, indeed. I have survived the great shafting to D14. And in such style that I think there's little question I would have survived a shafting to D15 as well. So, that was fun. I think it's fine to continue with D13, but that's enough for the end of this session. I don't believe there were significant mistakes. Maybe one could call underestimating the Rakshasa a mistake. Perhaps I should have blitzed him with the File of Floods immediately to prevent him from replicating, but then I could just, teleport away if he became a problem. Rakshasas are best dealt with on a stair, but since he hadn't duplicated, or replicated himself, triplicated himself yet, and he started to hit me hard, took a chance on ending him with the file, and it worked out. Anyway, that's just yellow zone at best. Not even that. Thanks for watching. That's the end of the session.